Hey, what's up, my Dokus? Jason, welcome you back to more Super Mario 3D All-Stars? I can't do it, man. I can't do it. I can't. I'm sorry. Welcome back to Super Luigi Galaxy. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Anyway, last time we, went through the kitchen, got to see all things. Honestly, I think the kitchen is kind of the, smaller amount of skips and speedrun strats that's really used throughout the game. That's just how I feel about it, honestly. But anyway, this time we are heading into the bedroom, my favorite. Not really. I mean, I like the bedroom's design, but overall it has not my personal favorite galaxies. But starting off here with Gusty Garden Galaxy, we have Bunnies in the Wind as our first star here, and there's not much you can do to make this faster other than the fact Luigi will catch the Star Bunny at the end faster because he's, quicker on his feet than Mario is. But the only thing I could give as a piece of advice to, help this go faster in a run is to make sure you kind of prepare yourself for which path with the, area where all the vines are. Try to figure out which path would get you to the launch star faster, because otherwise you're just going to waste time going all the way around the area. Alrighty, so the same thing I think can be said about the dirty tricks of Major Burrows. There really isn't a whole lot of quote-unquote speedrun strats you could do in this one, where it's just basically about what paths you take and what, how you move around the area. So for example, on the question mark area, you kind of just want to watch where the moles are and then make your way around to them to intercept them, and then when the launch star appears, you can do like a backflip if you're on the other side. You can do a backflip onto where the launch star is to be able to get there faster. And then for that giant circle, the giant circle with the spiky things, I'm not really sure what they are again. You can just, skip right past it. You don't even have to touch it. You just skip right on past it, and you don't have to worry about it. Also, one last thing, I didn't show it off here because I forgot about it, honestly, but you can do a triple jump to the launch star on the apples, where you have to use the caterpillar to basically get the caterpillar's head up near the launch star. You can do a triple jump and get up to it with Luigi. Hell, you could even do a backflip, but I didn't show it off here because I literally, not even kidding you, I was so focused on getting through the level that I forgot about it. But yeah, you beat Major Bros the same exact way as you would with Mario, so no other changes there. Alright, so for Mission 3, which is the Gusty Gardens Gravity Scramble, there is a skip that I was not able to perform, but I can kind of explain what you do. So basically, the entire point up to the actual Gravity Scramble section is just normal. You're gliding across the winds, you're just running to the launch stars, you're collecting the star chips, all that is normal. But then when we get to the gravity section, in the first area before you switch the gravity, you can actually do a long jump, and I'm going to call it a nunchuck spin. It's basically a nunchuck left Joy-Con spin. Because I don't think you can do the spin with the Pro Controller as much as I feel like I could. I just could not get it off because I use a Pro Controller. Yeah, you can basically skip the entirety of the two gravity sections prior by just doing a long jump and a, spin to do a wall jump into another spin to skip that and just instantly get to the star. I was not able to show it off, but I have seen it done. It is possible. I sadly just was not able to perform it, which is why I'm choosing to, explain it rather than, just not talk about it at all. Okay, so heading back in to Gusty Gardens Gravity Scramble, we have a secret star to find, and this one, like before, all you need to do is collect all of the coins. That's all you have to do. If you miss a question mark coin, you will have to restart. But other than that, It's the same as with Mario. You just collect all the coins, get the rainbow star, and destroy the golden chomp. Nothing else really changes. So, for Major Burrow's Daredevil run, once again, nothing really changes. You're just refighting the boss. So as long as you use the tricks that you used during the main portion of the level, you'll be fine. Really, nothing changes here other than you're basically on 1 health, so you need to be careful about where he spawns, because sometimes he can get under you, because Luigi does have a little bit of slowdown, I personally think, when it comes to his ground pound. But that's just me. Other than that, you just beat him the same exact way. Easy victory. Alright, we're off to our next galaxy, Freezeflame. For the first star here, we have the Frozen Peak of Baron Burr. This one doesn't really have, like, skips, because these ones are, like, game intended if, you're looking hard enough. But basically the best thing I can tell you for this one is that if you as soon as you land on the mountain itself, if you just go straight onto the cliff there, you can easily just go up the sling star that spawns, and then you just grab the ice flower and quickly make your way up to the boss. And then you don't even have to technically grab the ice flower. You could just make your way over to Baron Burr just by, jumping out of the water a few times. But, like, yeah, you don't really need to do a whole lot here other than, beating the boss the intended way, smack him around, do it quickly by getting close to him. Other than that, just do that and you'll grab the star. And just like last time, after we complete the first star, we have the comet appearing. And for Frosty I can't speak today. Frosty Cosmic Luigi Race. Because Luigi has longer jumps, especially long jumps when you're skating, honestly, the best thing I can recommend is to use the gaps. You know what Luigi's spin and long jump is. Use it to your advantage by, taking gaps that you wouldn't normally take as Mario. That's basically all I can recommend. That's what makes this one easy. Because Frosty, or I guess not Frosty, but Cosmic Luigi basically is like what I feel to be the more challenging version of Cosmic Mario. Just like he's meant to be a challenge. So I recommend you try to take any sharp turns and any gaps that you can get in order to beat him. Okay, so we have Freezeflame's Blistering Core as our next one, which this actually is one I've been excited to talk about because I believe, if I remember correctly, I did tease the skip that we do in this one that actually kind of skips the entire, first half of the Blistering Core portion. So here, obviously, you just grab all the 5-star chips. There's not really much else that changes, but as we get into the Blistering Core, we do a triple jump or backflip on these platforms, or I guess where this life shroom is, and then we can completely skip having to get the fire flower in order to raise the stairs up. We can just, long jump and have the gravity switch on us to get over there. And then, over by this item block, we can do a long jump to the right beyond it, and completely skip having to get the fire flower there and then doing the torches as well. And then, obviously I showed this skip in the Mario Galaxy portion, but you just do a long jump after you get the fire flower near the star to get over to the torches, and you can just light the torches from where they are, as opposed to you know, having to wait for a platform to roll down. Alright, and now for Hot and Cold Collide. There are two tricks that I can think of that kind of make this star a little easier. Other than, you know, you can use the same, excuse me, you can use the same thoughts that I told you about when you're doing the the Frosty Cosmic Luigi race. You can do that with the section that has a star on it. But here, starting off on this planet, you can actually just basically do a long jump or a backflip here to get up near where the launch star is on the other side. And, you know, if you get a good spin, you can completely skip having to, you know, go around the long way by just destroying the crystal that the launch star is in and using it. Now for this next planet, you basically just, something you can do is get a backflip over the gate that has the fire flower in it, as opposed to having to go around and actually find the way to open the gate. You can just use a backflip or a triple jump, I mean it's really up to you, to get up beyond it, and then using a backflip against the wall, you can then, you know, get out of there as Fire Luigi and quickly make your way back over to light the torches to get to the next section. Okay, for the secret star here in Freezeflame Galaxy, nothing really changes from how I showed you it in the Mario Galaxy portion. There's only one thing I can think of, and that would be like on the second to last section where there's the snowmen you have to destroy with, like the second set of snowmen you have to destroy with a fire flower. What you can actually do is do a backflip wall jump on the wall behind the first fire flower, and completely skip the second portion, so that way you don't have to worry about, having to take the long way around, and then just from there you climb up as you normally would to go get the star. Alright, it's finally time to head off to Dusty Dune Galaxy. And in our first star, soaring in the wind, or soaring on the desert winds, not soaring in the winds, that's star bunnies in the wind, excuse me. This one for the most part kind of stays the same, however there is a really fun trick at the end with the tower. So when you're on the top part of the tower, basically before you slide down to go to that second section on the right, you can actually just do a wall jump backflip, or a backflip wall jump, to completely skip that area and just instantly get up to where the star is. It's really easy to perform, especially with Luigi because of the height difference he has against Mario's wall jumps. Okay, blasting through the wind, or through the sand, excuse me, I'm getting everything mixed up. Blasting through sand, technically the only skip I could give you to do is basically, unlike what I did with Mario in this one, just use the pipe. The pipe is just a lot faster, gets you halfway through the major section of the star. But also, I do believe, I could be wrong, I don't know if there's a lot of people who use it, I do believe there is like a frame-perfect triple jump spin that you can do in this area to get the star without having to go to the other side and activate the tower. I obviously was not able to show it off because I have no idea how to do it frame perfectly. But I do believe there is, it is possible. Don't quote me on that though, I could be wrong, but just take what I say with a grain of salt on that part, because I'm pretty sure there is, but I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, other than that, you just do the star the exact same way as you would Mario. Sunbaked Sandcastle? Nothing changes, you just do it the exact same way as you would with Mario. There's literally nothing I can think of or have even seen that makes this one faster, other than movement. Like, you just move faster, you'll be good. So, I don't even know what I was going for there. Anyway, blasting through the sand, we have our first secret star to go for, and it is the last of the green stars. Here, I actually think this is like some of my favorite skips to do, just because it's so simple, but like when you're a kid, you don't think of it. So basically, when you're going through these walls here and trying to collect silver stars, what you can actually do is utilize the gravity and backflips to basically get a whole lot of the silver stars without like having to, constantly change the flow of the sand. And the same goes here, like you can literally get them all in basically like a move and a half, basically having all the sand go up and then go barely down. That's all it takes. It is so simple, so easy. I wish like there was more people, like even casual gamers, who knew about this, because it's such a cool trick. And with that green star obtained, we now have a Speedy Comet, which, the Speedy Comet, you'll do the exact same way as the other level. There's going to be different changes, obviously, like because the main part of the level is not going to have any enemies or any tweesters on it or anything like that. So basically, you're just kind of racing through as fast as you can, utilize the warp pipe as usual, because you need to, save as much time as you can. And then just, quickly go over, activate the tower, and get up there. Unless you can do the frame perfect triple jump, then utilize that as well. Now for the secret star within Sunbaked Sandcastle. This one, you'll literally just do the same thing you do with Mario. There is nothing that changes other than, maybe trying to get the bullet bill to kind of follow you until the star appears, so you're not having to waste time trying to, attract the bullet bill again, because they do take a while to come out of the cannon. It's basically the only advice I can give, because there's no other really speedrun strats that we do for this. Heading into our question mark galaxy, Honey Climb Galaxy, my best advice here is to utilize your fly meter and basically try to make it to where you go through like as little a number of honeycombs as possible. You won't see me do that mostly here because I was just trying to collect star bits because I was running a little behind on star bits. But yeah, as long as you basically utilize your fly meter all to your best ability, you should be completely fine with rushing through this. Alright, only 2 galaxies left to go here with the bedroom. Starting off, we're going to do our Hungry Luma Galaxy, which is Big Mouth Galaxy. Now this one has a skip that I think I talked about a little bit, but I was waiting to show off here with Luigi. And it's kind of actually very simple to pull off. You can either do it with a shell, or you can just do it with Luigi himself. It does not matter. It does not matter what you choose to do it with. So what you need to do is just in the major area of this galaxy where like all the launch star chips are, which is funny because they create a sling star. You basically just float up, and then you can either use the shell's momentum to get up to the top, or you can do a wall jump against the wall to get to the top and completely skip having to get the sling star in order to get up here. It's very simple. I actually showed both ways here, which, I screwed up because I went down, because swimming controls, no offense, are kind of stiff. I don't like them. But yeah, and then you just take the gold shell back to this chest and claim your star. And I completely forgot about this, but actually before we even go challenge our last galaxy, we have a final Luigi star to get. This one is in Honey Hive Galaxy. So we just go into B Luigi Takes Flight, and using the slope spin trick that I showed off in the episode where we went to the Honey Hive Galaxy, we can just easily get up to where Luigi is and grab our star. The time has come for Bowser's Dark Matter plant. Literally, this one is you utilizing long jumps and gravity. That is my best recommendation for this, because there's a lot of points where you can just long jump with Luigi, and you can abuse the gravity to do triple jumps and a bunch of different things that'll help you along the way. Other than the sections where it specifies specifically using the auto-scrolling parts. And Bowser, there's actually a neat little trick with Bowser here, where he does a spin just like you, but you can actually spin back at him and counter it. The trouble I have with this is that, he gets his spin back before you do, and so it can be hard, unless you move away from him, to actually get a combo of dodging all of his spins. So I'd recommend doing it if you can get that combo, but if not, it's not entirely worth it. You just dodge out of the way from him as normal. But with Bowser taken down, that's yet another dome taken care of. So, next time on Super Luigi Galaxy, we're off to the engine room. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you give it a like, troops out a ton. Make sure to subscribe dibbly if you have not already. And I will see you guys all later.